What if the cruelest punishment the gods ever invented was, without meaning to, the secret to happiness? For 3,000 years, Sisyphus has been the symbol of eternal suffering. But what if we've been reading this story wrong all along? We're in ancient Corinth. Sisyphus is its king, cunning, brilliant, insatiable. No man has ever outwitted him. No god, he believes, could ever catch him off guard. One day, Sisyphus catches Zeus in the act of abducting a young nymph. Rather than stay silent, he tells her father the secret in exchange for a spring of water for his city. Defying the king of the gods, his first mistake. Furious, Zeus sends Thanatos, Death himself, to chain Sisyphus and drag him to the underworld. But Sisyphus is ready, and he sets a trap. Through sheer cunning, Sisyphus chains Thanatos in his own place. The result: no one on earth can die. Wars lose all meaning. Sacrifices to the gods stop. The order of the world breaks down. The gods of war, deprived of their casualties, free Thanatos by force. Sisyphus is captured. But before descending to the underworld, he plays his final card. He asks his wife not to bury him, nor perform his funeral rites. In the underworld, Sisyphus complains to Persephone, queen of the dead. Without proper burial, his soul cannot rest. He's granted permission to return briefly to the world above, to arrange his own funeral. He will never come back. Sisyphus then savors years of stolen life, a man who has cheated death twice. But no mortal cheats the cosmic order forever. One day the gods come to collect him for good. Back in the underworld, Sisyphus stands trial. The gods don't sentence him to torture, nor to flames. They invent something worse. A punishment tailor-made to break not his body, but his mind. A massive boulder, a steep slope. One single task: push it to the top, nothing more. Sisyphus pushes, his muscles strain, the stone resists. Every meter gained is a victory wrestled from gravity itself. After a superhuman effort, the summit comes into view. Almost there, just a few more meters. And then, at the very last moment, the stone slips from his grasp. It tumbles down the slope, faster than it climbed. Sisyphus descends. He starts again, forever. This is where the archetype of Sisyphus was born. The man condemned to the absurd. Not pain, but the total absence of meaning. An effort that leads nowhere, ever. The absurd isn't chaos. It's the gap between our need for meaning and the silence of the world in response. We want reasons. The universe offers none. The boulder climbs, it falls, it climbs again. This endless cycle becomes the mirror of a universal question. What's the point of acting if nothing ever truly changes? 25 centuries later, this image hasn't lost an ounce of its power. How many of us are pushing our own boulder every single day? It was a French philosopher in the 20th century who dared to look this myth in the eye and draw a conclusion nobody expected. In 1942, in an essay that became a classic, Albert Camus revisited the myth of Sisyphus. His question wasn't abstract philosophy, it was vital. Does life need meaning to be worth living? His answer fits in one sentence: you don't fight the absurd by running from it or lying to yourself about it, but by staring it straight in the eye. Without hope, but without despair either. And Camus goes one step further. It isn't the climb that defines Sisyphus, it's the descent, those brief moments walking back down, unburdened, fully aware of what awaits him. It's in that descent that Sisyphus rises above his fate. He knows the boulder will roll back down, and he chooses to return to it anyway. Camus concludes, one must imagine Sisyphus happy. Here's the paradox. Sisyphus's freedom doesn't come from being free of the boulder. It comes from how he chooses to carry it. This idea sounds abstract. It isn't. It plays out every day in forms we barely even notice anymore. Think of a task you repeat every single day with no end in sight. The dishes, the emails piling up, the same commute, morning and night. Sisyphus's boulder might be exactly that. The difference between enduring that task and choosing it isn't the task itself. It's the way you look at it. A marathon runner who thinks only of the finish line suffers with every stride. One who decides to love every single stride runs the exact same distance but lives an entirely different race. Think of the sculptor who returns, day after day, to the very same block of marble. It's not the repetition that wears him down, it's the repetition that, piece by piece, reveals the shape within. The boulder never disappears. Not for Sisyphus, not for us. But which summit we look toward, and how we choose to carry the weight, that part stays in our hands. True freedom may not be escaping your boulder, it's giving up on waiting for it to stop rolling back down and choosing every morning to push it anyway. So what's the boulder you keep pushing day after day? And what if, like Sisyphus, true victory isn't reaching the summit, but choosing to go back for it? Tell us in the comments. See you very soon on Pantheon for another journey into the myths that still speak to us today.